is to our God. Every praise to our God. Woo! God my Savior, God my Healer. This is what I love. God my Savior, God my Healer, God my Deliverer. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. God my Savior. God my Savior. Hey, this is what I love. God is Saint Jesus. He is. I know a man named Jesus, and he is. Good God Almighty. Look at here, y'all. I took you around in chains. Jesus will set you free. The reason why I know is because I know a man named Jesus. I know a man named Jesus, and he is. Good God Almighty, y'all. Hey. I know a man named Jesus, and he is. Y'all come on, put them hands together. I know a man named Jesus, and he is. Good God Almighty.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment.
He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching.
That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. We are back on this marvelous, magnificent Monday right here on 108 Praise Radio. It's the Aspiring Artist Showcase with none other than them Royalty Boys, man. We got a good one planned for you today, man. We got the homie 1K P Son, old prodigal son, in the building, man. We go way back. We got a good one, man. I can't wait to talk with him when he gets here. But I am none other than your boy Stony Stone Hill.
Hey, and you know you got your boy Kai Nizzle.
Yes, sir.
Kai 9 in the building. What's going on, good people?
Yes, sir. So, Kai9, man, you know, we rarely get to kick it like this on the show for a few seconds.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, let's just talk a little bit about what we got, what was going on, man. I know we had the Oscars over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
You know
caught
what
a
I'm
little
saying?
bit of that, man.
Shout out to old Black Panther.
Oh, Black Panther walked home representing.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir. They weren't so much. I think even your boy Shaq had to say something about it.
Oh, yeah.
I think he gonna, y'all be on the lookout for that. Shaq Panther. Shaq Conner.
No, he ain't doing it like that. Shaq's so silly, man. I hope Shaq ain't doing nothing like that.
I don't know. I just saw it on his little Instagram feed.
Imagine what town how big that town gonna look. Shaq like 7, 8?
You can't hide that one.
Man.
You can't hide that one.
Man, let me tell you something, man. But yeah, outside of that, man, what else we had going on, man? We had the Oscars. It was something else that was just sitting right here at the top of my mind. We were just talking about it. Pop news.
Pop news. What you got, man?
Which way he going with it? Which way he going with it? Man.
It's a lot to talk about.
It really is, man. We got, man, your boy R. Kelly done finally got his due bid of what really what he was supposed to be getting, man. Because I mean, I think we all seen the tape, man. What's your take on that, man? As far as just them now deciding to really go ahead and just put the hammer down on this dude, man. As it seems, anyway.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this: pray for him. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Well, hey.
And then I'm gonna say, like I always say, life is based off decisions, and if you make the wrong decision, sometimes bad things happen. You know how my grandma always told me, do good, be good, and good will come back to you.
Hey, man, some people just don't understand that, man.
That's true.
Some people just don't get it. I mean, we live in a world where, we feel like we can finagle our way and, we can cut corners here and there and still, win, so to speak. But some kind of way, what's in the dog come to the light. Them seeds that we sowed, they come rising back up, and we be wondering, like, what in the world is going on? What done happened here?
Well, quick shout out, man. I want to give a little shout out to Miss Denise Favor. She said, how y'all doing?
Hey, what's going on? D-Nice. D-Nice in the building.
We appreciate you listening, man. I want to take this time, man, a little time, man. We rarely talk about what we got going on, but this Wednesday, man.
This Wednesday.
Yeah. It's going up. Y'all know, y'all like to say it's going down, but I say the praises are going up right at Landmark Christian School, bro. 7:30. Y'all come out if you want to. Them Royalty Boys gonna be putting it down. Even though I wanted to say up at the same time.
Yeah, but hey, you hip hop. You hip hop now.
Yes, sir.
You want to make it right, but hey, it's going down.
It's up. Yeah, over there in Fairburn, Georgia. Is that my alma mater? No. My former high school, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to that, man. The turn up is going to be real. We're gonna have a good time, man.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be looking forward to you, man. I mean, some of the teachers and who knows? Some of your old classmates might show up knowing that you coming.
They might. They just might.
See what old Stone on.
Man,
what are you up to now? I heard you was a man over there at Landmark, man.
Hey, man, that was back in the day, basketball.
But I'm just saying, back in the day, but I heard you was the man, bro. They said you was over there beast mode on the court over there.
Hey, man, I hold the record for them rebounds over there. You know what I'm saying?
Not the rebound record. Riri up in the building.
You got to box out, Riri.
Hey,
you got to box out, man.
Record up in this thing. Stone. What's going on, man? But yeah, man. That's going to be awesome to be able to go over there and touch down, man, and, just to let them see how God been using you and, just even your crew, man, and just how, he using us as well.
Amen. That's true.
Man.
That's true.
Go over there and bless the kids and bless the staff and the administrators over there, man, with what the Lord done poured into us, because we got something for them.
We do. We do.
We got something for them.
We keep something for them. You got to have something to talk about with them, man.
Hey, that's
he said War Eagles. You
know
about that. Yeah, that pops. If you know about
classmate.
You know about that Landmark. You know about that War Eagle.
Hey, ironically, man, you was an Eagle. I was an Eagle too over there.
North Clayton?
Yeah, no, we War Eagle too. We so high with pride, the strongest and the fastest. We would run and not get tired. Walk and not faint. I remember that creed, bro. On the football field, son. That thing, that'd be right here. But yeah, let me not go there because I'm getting excited already.
No, see that's that type that I tell you that when you start thinking back to them football days or them basketball days, you start feeling it.
Game night.
Yeah, kind of. This is the Aspiring Artist Showcase.
Talk about it.
So I mean, it's kind of a similar feeling right before you get ready to go on stage sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, you get a mix of what, like the butterflies and you envisioning what you about to go out there and do, and like all of this just come together, and it's just like you got to find yourself and calm yourself.
That's true.
And get ready to perform.
But I can say this, not to say that I didn't have it when I was younger, but I really got it now. Yeah. You got Jesus on your side. It just add a little bit of a different feeling, a little more confidence.
You walk out there with your chest out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Your head up like.
Yeah.
You really already won anyway, but I'm about to show y'all how this victory look.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at these comments, man.
What they talking about?
I know that's old Pastor Marlon Favors right there. I know that's him. Talking about he's still the best at the church, old 2-9.
Here
they used
to
call me that.
Man, we ain't talking about no church lead Marlon Favors.
Oh, boy. Hey, but
what division is the church league in? Huh? Let him respond. What division is the church league in, Morgan Famous? Single A? No, let me stop, man.
But let me get back to this, man, because I got a question, man. It's a common question that's asked very often. I'm gonna ask you your opinion on it.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Since we're talking about sports, does Jesus get involved in sports?
Man, that's a good question. I would say yeah.
Okay, elaborate, please.
I would say yeah. Man.
Elaborate.
I mean, because we out there, we vessels.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also say instruments. We out here just going throughout our day-to-day living, doing what we do. And just us showing up with him in us,
Mm-hmm.
in and of itself is I would say ministry.
Okay, true.
Once again, us showing up with him in us,
Mm-hmm.
in and of itself is ministry. So whatever it is that we find ourselves engaged in, you know, we talk about going out to the marketplace. And the marketplace, we know that can be out there in the world, just out there in the secular arena of what goes on that side or in this earth realm.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, it's just really a matter of representing Jesus, man. You know what I mean? And however that is. And, you know, for guys to give God the glory for the talent and the gifts that they show forth on the field, their abilities and, you know, the giftings of being athletic, and them giving glory to God for what it is that they're able to do and how they perform, man. I mean, you know, I think that's just, you know, intriguing for some to want to maybe look into, okay, what is this God about that got him performing like that? That he always giving him the glory. And they can open up a conversation. And once the conversation open up based off of being in that arena, now I can talk to you about Jesus because I see this where you at, this what you into. So it's like God got people everywhere. So yeah, on the field, definitely.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's my answer, man. What you think about it?
Well, from that standpoint, I would say definitely. You know, with him being inside of you, giving you that talent, and you out there using that talent to glorify his name. Making sure you use that talent to glorify his name. Now, if you're using that talent and ain't glorifying his name, then we got another story going on.
Yeah, something else going on. But, hey.
but thank God that you got that talent. You
That's
know
right.
what I'm saying? And then using that talent to glorify his name, I think from that standpoint, definitely. But as far as picking the winner of the games,
oh, here we go. We're going to pray him in here. we going to pray him in here to make the jump on the refs to make the call.
I don't know. I guess I've always wondered that as a child, you know, just praying. Am I really finna sit here and pray, Jesus, help me win this game? Because what if the other team was praying the same thing?
Oh, my God. Now it goes down to what? What? If that was the case, what would it boil down to? Who got more spirit?
We got the spirit.
Hey, who got more? Hey, don't do it. Don't do it, because I will do it. But, I mean, that's a good question, though. Like, what would it boil down to if that was the case? If both teams got Jesus? And y'all can chime in, too, man. Y'all free to call or log in and answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just going on, man. But if that was the case, then how would you determine, like, who would be the winner? If both of them got Jesus, they praying to the same Lord. Lord, we want to win. Who would be the winner and why?
But I really don't know the answer to that. That's why I say I don't know. From that standpoint, I just don't know.
Hey, man.
But that's what's up.
You know, we try to find Jesus in everything, man, and, you know, represent him in everything. But some stuff, man, it just is what it is.
Hey.
And it could be a case of where the Lord just ain't in it. It's just
You just said the Lord just ain't in it.
Hey, some stuff, and I ain't going back against what I said, but, you know, some stuff is just like that.
Okay.
Some stuff just like that.
Well, since we are here on the Aspiring Artist Showcase, man, like I said, we got a good one coming real soon, man. He is on the way. The homie 1KP son, he is on the way. We always get on the show and we always ask others' opinions about certain situations and certain things as far as being an artist. We rarely get to talk about, well, sometimes we throw our little ideas and our 2 cents in, but
it mainly be about the artist. We don't want
Right,
to take
right,
up that time of what, you know, the Lord putting on their heart.
yes, sir. But let's just touch on that a little bit, man. Let's touch on
We can open up
on that.
I mean,
So
you want to put us on the spotlight? Hey,
So-
I mean, hey,
so
on
like,
your spirit?
what's your writing process?
my writing process?
sir.
Man,
That's
I
see,
like
that's a
to-
common question Kai9 asks. What's the writing process like for you? Like, so I figure I'd throw that at Kai9. What's the writing
Well,
process?
you know,
for
I have a doodling pad. Now, let me stop, man. But for real, usually I'm in the car. A lot of my ideas come when I'm in the car. The car for me is my sanctuary.
Mhm.
A lot goes on in my vehicle as it relates to me and the Lord. Riding around with this, listening to tracks. I'm praying. I'm supplicating. Sometimes I'm crying. Sometimes I'm crying out. You name it, man. Sometimes the Lord pointing to me. He's dumping ideas, this, that, and the third. But as it relates to music and writing, man, it's usually in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you'll find me, and you laugh at me when I tell you this, too. I might pull over in the elbow or off on the median. Here go my phone. I might pull off on the median somewhere just to make sure that I capture what is being poured into me at that moment. Because I feel like if I don't get it then and try to remember when I get off the exit or to a stop,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be as authentic or the same as when, like, man, I'm trying to remember, like, what was that I said? And even if I remember, it's like, I ain't say it like that, or it didn't sound like that. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll pull over on the side of the road to get it out. Whether I got my voice recorder on my phone, or whether I have to just pull out, my little notepad or whatever the case may be, man. And, I start from there.
Mm.
And usually, if I'm not completing songs throughout the ride or being in the car, at home, in the bed, going to sleep with the headphones on, or, when I can find some free time. But those are probably my main two areas. But the car mainly, though, is my writing process.
That's what's up. Cool.
And for yourself?
For me, I really just don't. I don't really force it. I can't say I force it. A lot of times, the writing process for me may come through me literally being asleep and waking up in the middle of the night, and it's like, wow, that's it. That's it.
There it is.
It could be something that I, may be going through at the time. It might be a message I had just heard. It might be something that's really on my spirit. But a lot of times through the middle of the night, it'll just pop up. Boom, that's it. And once it pops up, boy, I can't let that moment go.
Yeah, you got to grasp it
You
right
got
then.
I don't care if it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. You got to turn that light on, get that notepad, get the writing, open that Bible, get the studying, get the work, because it's all got to work together.
That's right.
It's all got to work together. So for me, that's that little writing process. And then, of course, like you said, in the car, every now and then I might come across a nice little track or something, and I'll be like, you know what, let me put something to that real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much the writing process for me. So.
Okay, so outside of the writing process, man, like what, and I don't know if this may be asking the same question in a different way, like what typically inspires you in your writing process? What do you find yourself drawing inspiration from? Or should I say the most?
The most? Inspiration. Woo! You gonna ask the hard question right before.
Hey man, inspiration for the nation. You got to spill it.
But like I said, I don't know. I could be going through something at the time.
Okay.
A lot of times, and I feel like if I'm going through it and I can talk to myself about it,
Yeah.
and from a spiritual standpoint, then if I can get myself, well, not me per se,
Right.
but if I through Jesus can get myself through it, and I can portray that information to someone else,
Okay.
then we on the right track. So I
if-
guess that's that little inspiration.
If I'm hearing you correctly and I'm tuned in to the spirit and the nature of the words that just came out of your mouth, I'm being silly, y'all, but no, for real, it sounds like you're writing from a place of victory.
Yes, sir. Most of the time, yes, sir.
So your inspiration comes from being able to see yourself in the victory side of whatever it is that you may be dealing with, or the Lord has shown you or something,
That's true.
a situation.
That's true. And then I want everybody else to get that victory too. So, yeah.
So you talk about it.
Yeah, let's do that. But man, it's been a real time talking to you about this wonderful stuff, but we gotta get back into it, man. I want to hop into one of these songs by the homie, man, who about to come in here, man.
Okay.
Oh,
A 5-way to intro him.
Oh, one.
5-way, as we say over here on the south side. 5-way to intro him. What's going on?
Oh, 1KP song. I actually want to hop into this one right here because I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, this is one of my favorite songs right now. It's called "That's My Blessing."
Oh, yeah.
This My Blessing.
Yeah, he wrote this one out. Definitely.
Just the flow. I just like it, man. So we gonna hop into this song, 1KP son, man. This My Blessing. And when we get back, man, I'm gonna let him tell you a little bit about it and all that great stuff.
So jump into it with 1KP son.
Let's do it.
I've been asking God for a lot of things. He brought me through the hard times and all the pain. You'll always see the sunshine after rain. Cause this my blessing, this my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe. Cause it's my season, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe. Cause it's my season, yeah. They said I wouldn't make it. They think I shouldn't be here. Their backs and wrote me off when I was down and I couldn't see clear. Growing up we were so close, but it's been years since we last spoke. Why the ones we love the most be the ones that hurt us most? So I put my trust in him, and it's middle finger then. Then I put that finger down, cause then I'm just like them. In hatred I was drowning, till in love I learned to swim. Just like Birdie dodging Tupac, I'ma stay above the rim. Like some shooters in the gym, my life a movie, this the film. How I came up from the bottom, number limbo's in my pockets. Didn't nobody give me nothing, I work hard for this. Why you took your food for granted, boy, I starved for this. Back when faith was all I had, I prayed so hard for this. Though they never showed me love, I put my heart in this. No, we didn't come to play, we raising a bar for this. Who you know reppin' this name going as hard as this? Cause it's my blessing, this my blessing. It's my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. It's my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe. Cause it's my season, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe. Cause it's my season, yeah, yeah. All those days we walked to school with hoes all in our shoes. In Food Depot selling groceries cause we had no food. In the darkness with the lights out, candles in every room. That's what the struggle could do, but this what my Lord could do. My mama taught me keep the faith cause God will bring us through. Yesterday I went to Ladies, bought some Gucci shoes. Benihana's, maybe Popeyes in a sushi mood. We got options so we say grace, thank you for this food. No more stressing, being worried when the bills are due. Stood before that judge, raised my right hand, swore to tell the truth. No more in and out of jail, now we in and out of coops. Bow my head and thank the Lord for all that He's brought me through. Been through the struggle, it taught me to hustle. I put Him first and He gave me the most. Though they gon' hate me, I'm learning to love. God has made me everything they said that I wasn't. Ask my mama, brothers, sisters, and my God. We came from nothing. Cause this my blessing, this my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe. Cause this my season, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe. Cause it's my season, yeah, yeah.
Independent Connection with Timbaland Atkins. That PR diva.
Mostly happy, not sad. Not really tripping, ain't mad. Cause when you look at what you had, all of the good outweigh the bad.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Independent Connection. It's me, Timbaland Atkins, that PR diva, and I am here as always to let you know exactly what those awesome independent artists are out here doing as they rep the kingdom with excellence. So guys, I'm always excited to let you know who my featured artist of the week is. So let's just jump right to it. It is none other than gospel recording artist Wanda Monet. She has a new anointed single out, Breakthrough, from her CD titled Driven by Purpose, which can be heard all across the airwaves.
Just when I thought about giving up, His glory came through. He whispered in my ear, I never leave you, don't you worry about a thing. I take it from here, got my breakthrough, yeah. I shouted from the valley to the mountain top. Ooh, yeah. I'm better than I've been before, and I've been through. Stronger than I can, so stronger that I can't be stopped. Ooh, got my breakthrough.
Listen up, guys. She is not only a gospel recording artist, but she's also a woman of God who is out here using her many platforms to help as many artists as she can. I recently caught up with Wanda Monet and asked her the question, what was the inspiration behind Breakthrough?
The inspiration behind Breakthrough is to really encourage the listeners to just, no matter what it is that you're going through, just know that the Father has already created and made an outlet for you, that He said He'll never leave you nor forsake you. So those are the things that we really have to hold on to, in knowing that there's a silver lining at the end, you know, that there is a bright side to what we're going through. Not only is it an outlet for us, but it's also our testimony to the world. Breakthrough was written to really remind us that the Father is always there, and at the point where we feel like giving up, that He'll take it from there and He'll handle it. All we got to do is just turn it over to Him.
So there you have it, guys. If you have not downloaded her single Breakthrough from her CD titled Driven by Purpose, we highly recommend that you do so. It will truly bless your soul. Wanda Monet, we just want you to know that over here in the Independent Connection, we love Breakthrough. Continue to do all that you do. We see you out here repping the kingdom with excellence. Well, guys, my time is almost up, but as always, I love to highlight as many independent artists as I can. So Benita Burning Simmons, Frozine Hayes, Keon D. Henderson, and Daphne Hilton. We see you out here repping the kingdom with excellence. Continue to do all that you do. We have your back. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out here with me in the Independent Connection. It's been me, Timbaland Atkins, that PR diva. Connect with me on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Independent Connection, Instagram, Independent Connection, and on Twitter, IndependentCon6. Until next time, blessings.
The Independent Connection with Timbaland Atkins. Timbaland Atkins, that PR diva.
Mostly happy, not sad. Not really tripping, ain't mad. Cause when you look at what you had, all of the good outweigh the bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we are back right here on 108 Praise Radio with them royalty boards for the Aspiring Artist Showcase. And we got none other than our special guest in the building today, man. We got the homie old 1KP son, man.
Yeah.
How you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Appreciate y'all.
That's what's
for having me.
Man, we appreciate you coming through.
Yeah.
Well, as always, as we take our break, man, you know I like to give a shout out to the folks who are listening and paying attention, man. We couldn't do it without you. And like I always say, tell your mama, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your auntie, your cousin, and any other family member that I can't think of, and your best friend and your cousin and your... Let me stop.
All of them.
About the show, man. But shout out to old Cedric Moore, Priscilla Gates, Karan Jackson, Audrey Henderson, Eugene Gibbons, Marcel Tench, Vera Patrick, Ryan LeGrand, Sonia Quinn Freeman, Mona Maxwell Feder, Laura Bucci, Kim Soul Sister Evans, and so many more. Like I said, I can't name them all.
Shout out to them, yeah.
But we appreciate you for tuning in, man. We super appreciate you for tuning in, man. But let's get right to this thing, man. We got the homie 1KP son, and like I said, I've been knowing this guy for a while, man.
Yeah, boy.
And so if it's one thing I can say about this dude, man, it's consistency, man. It's consistency. I know I started probably around the age of 15. So I don't know when you started, but it couldn't have been too far from there.
Yeah. I mean, I started like when I was 8, like loving music, you know what I'm saying? But being consistent with it, it was about 11. That just knowing that's what I wanted to do.
True.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while.
So speak about the change. You've been doing it for that long. Speak about the change from, doing music when you was younger, all the way to now you're doing music. Yeah. How has the change been with that?
Pretty much it was just like, when I was younger, I just didn't know. I didn't have no direction with it. I just knew I liked the music. When I hear songs that, I like, I'll be like, man, this what I want to do. I ain't know how to do it. I ain't know what it took, and pretty much it started when my mama, she seen that my passion for music, and she brought me my first keyboard, and then I started, just kind of making little tunes, making little, beats and writing little songs. But still then, I still didn't know exactly how to get in, to doing it. I'm just doing me, and then as I got older, I just kind of like, going along with my testimony, I was raised in the church, and, I kind of strayed off because, I was getting intimidated. I go to church and I go to school and be excited about, God, and I was trying to tell everybody about God, but they weren't trying to hear it. They started picking at me, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of strayed away from doing the, gospel music, started, I linked up with the first group that I was in called VSB, and
take them back.
That's just really how it started, and I'm gonna just take a break and let you get on. But that's what questions you got.
Nah, we good, man. It's all good, man. But we just heard that this my blessing, man. So talk a little bit about that, the video. Like I said, that's one of my favorite songs right now, actually. Yeah. So just talk about the concept, how you came up with that song, and a little bit about that video, man.
This my blessing, man. It's really a part of my testimony as well. It's just God dealing with me. I was at a point where I was looking at what others have. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got this. This ain't popped out for me yet. I've been doing this, Lord. Why? Why not me? Why? You know what I'm saying? Then he just kind of dealt with me, sat me down, and was like, man, look around. Look what you do got. You know what I'm saying? Right. So pretty much, and he was saying, look where I bought you from. So pretty much, I just wrote the song based off like being thankful. Really like counting my blessings. Really like my it's about family. It's just about the realness, you know what I'm saying? We blessed to be here. We blessed to have the opportunities we have, but sometimes we miss out because we too busy looking at what other people got, you know what I'm saying? And in today's society, it's real easy to get sidetracked because we got like Instagram,
I'm about
social
to say
media.
that doggone Instagram.
Yeah. So it's like that's your life, you know what I'm saying? You waking up looking what everybody else doing, you know what I'm saying? Versus, focusing on what you got right in front of you.
Truly.
That's so real. That's so real, bro. You said a mouthful. But, man, what happened to Heaven Bound, bro? I knew you were going to make mention about that. What happened to the crew, man?
Pretty much, you know how it is, everybody just kind of, we still here, just kind of, they were younger than me, so when they got older, they had to find themselves, school, different things, came into play. But we still Heaven Bound. We gonna forever be Heaven Bound, ain't no telling. We might, you never know.
Hey, y'all big on that unifying.
Shout out to my brothers and my brothers and my sisters, cause that's what really popped everything off. So Heaven Bound, Shout out to
I remember how on fire y'all used to be, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about for real.
God was really moving.
Yeah. So, I mean, coming from that point, man, because I know you definitely, like you said, you went through some changes and, some things happened. And if I recall correctly, didn't you go to the Army?
Yeah, I went to the military. That's really where it all really began, you know, as far as my gospel, you know, spreading the gospel through my music. Pretty much I was really just still making secular music overseas, you know, and just, you know, making beats, playing with beats. But one day I was in my, you know, in my room, and God kind of started speaking to me, and he was like, you see how hard you going with this? Why don't you try, you know, going this hard for me and see what I could do for you? And so at that point, you know, I was like, all right, Lord, you know. So that's when I wrote Pray, and that's when Heaven Bound really began, you know.
Okay.
And so that's what kicked off Heaven Bound. I wrote the song Pray, and man, it's just been up from there.
Okay. And I see you got your hands involved in quite a few things, man. 1K Famo and Unified, and
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
City Takers. I mean,
You know.
so I mean, as far as you linking up with them, man, like, just what role would you say that you play as far as like the movement of these different things that are going on? Because I see your face a lot, and I see you, you know, out doing your thing and helping to push, you know, I would say these different ministries and so forth. Like, what would you say? Two questions that it does for you as far as keeping you. You know, because at one time you say you were a little intimidated, and now, you know, we get amongst the body and we get with the fellowship, and it give us a little bit more courage and boldness to go ahead and go forth with what God gave us. So what would you say it does for you as an individual in your faith walk? And then even too, what role do you see yourself playing in these different ministries?
As far as the connection is just that my heart, and God know my heart is for souls and for the kingdom. So when I see people that love God just as much as I do, whether they struggle, whatever going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to link, I'm trying to push with them, you know, because it's hard out here, you know, to walk this walk, you know, and you know, if you don't have nobody with you to cry on, you know, they shoulder, or, you know, help push you and motivate you to keep going. So pretty much all these entities is just like, you know, my brothers. Like, we linked up, you know, my brothers and sisters. We linked up in different ways, and pretty much we are the body of Christ, and this really just how it's supposed to work, you know. This group may be doing this thing over here, this group may be doing this thing, but we all working together, and the main objective is to get people into heaven and to win souls for Christ, you know. And pretty much my role be, you know, I'm just a worker, I'm a servant, you know what I'm saying? I'm helping, you know, push, you know, the kingdom. And that's, at the end of the day, that's all it's about, you know. Whether it, you know, it looked like that to certain people at one point, my main mindset is the kingdom. So whether it be me being a person that somebody can look up to and help them, you know, say, hey, I ain't got to do that, man. 1KP son, he don't be on that, you know what I'm saying? I can have that. 1KP son got that. I ain't got to be out here selling dope, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about, you know.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. Well, I heard you just a moment ago, I call the man Mr. Jackson. Kanad, I heard old Kanad, made mention with a question that you said, basically you were saying that, you know, you can show people, you know, well, you were saying that God was talking to you and said, you going hard out here for that. Won't you go hard just as hard for me? And so to hear you saying that, it just made me think of a song. I know you got that new one. I believe it's On God that I heard the song on. And you was like, before you feel like giving up or what have you, you was like, won't you just try Jesus? And so that, just to hear you say that and then to hear that, it's kind of like, I tried him. Won't you try him?
That's what it's about.
And like I always say, he won't let you down. Just try him, man. Just try him.
Living testimony right here.
Well, speaking of Oh God, man, that new song right there. Can we be expecting a music video for that soon, or is that?
Oh yeah, that's coming. That's coming. Got to do
I mean, I said the birds chirping at the ear make me feel like you got something special coming.
Right?
Hey, you know, I already know we got to shoot that one. We just got to keep going. Like, I'm just pushing in a direction, and the visuals got to go with that. Got to go with that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, your music, what I like about your music, man, it's very transparent. To me, you don't really sugarcoat it at all. Right. You just tell the folks where you were, how you were, and how you were brought out of it.
Right.
And so, how important is it in today's music to be transparent, period? I know a lot of folks say we do music and we do it for the kids, but I don't believe it's just for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some 28-year-olds walking out of church right now and they turn to whatever station they turn to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but whatever station they turn to. Right. So how important is it to be transparent, especially from the gospel side in the music today?
Well, I feel like it's very important to be transparent because it's like, you know, we got to think about, it's about the kids, but it's not all about the kids, you know? Yeah. And the analogy I like to use is pretty much like when you're in school and you're a kid and you don't really know what direction you want to go in, but you at home and you know you hungry, your mom and dad ain't got the money that they would like to have to provide for you, and you know you outside playing in the neighborhood, and this big dope dealer pull up in a nice car, you know what I'm saying, got money, you know, he got all this. To you, that's the life, you know what I'm saying? That's the life because, like, you know, this is what I need this so my family can eat. This if my family had this, we'll be way better than what we are, you know what I'm saying? And so basically my transparency is to show, like, we go through real things. Just, you know, as Christians, we go through the same things that everybody go through, you know. And a lot of folks don't understand why it's important to just be straight to uncut, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they understand. Like the streets say, real recognize real. If they feel like they can connect with you, they gonna connect with you and they'll follow you versus you just telling them a word, you know, they gonna be like, okay, cool. But if they feel like that you've been in the same place that they done been, they can connect more with it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that dope dealer that tell them, hey, bro, I done came out, but this what I did, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just that Christian that's doing the same thing, you know? So, you know, we moving hope, you know, instead of dope. But
push it.
But at the same time, it's just like, you gotta be transparent, you gotta be raw, because today's kids, that's all they understand.
That's all they understand.
You know what I'm saying? You can preach to them all day, but if you show them and you influence them to where, like, hey, this what you need to do for real, because I've been there. I can show you. I've been where you at, you know. So.
And it shows the other side.
Right.
Because so much we see that side
right.
of, okay, you do this happens.
Exactly.
But it shows that, you know, from a Christian standpoint, I got a life like you said. I've been through the struggle too, like you said. But I came out of that, and I can do this too. Right. So it shows that other side of, okay, you can go the God route and still be straight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Good.
You can be
More
real good.
Yeah, exactly. And
you can be real good.
Even even outside of the, you know, the children, you know, it's been like that because the Bible say we are overcomers by our testimony. So your testimony, if you share your testimony, you testifying to the people and letting them know, like, this is what I came from. So anybody that went through what you went through can connect with you. You know what I'm saying? So
it kind of go back to that Victorious that you were talking about, the little writing process.
Some people just need a voice, man. You know what I mean? You might be that voice for them. You make them feel like, you know what? He telling my story.
Exactly.
Now I can speak out about mine because he did.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But that's what it's about, man, for real. Being able to encourage people to tell their story, man. Because like he said, we pushing hope.
Yeah.
Not dope, man.
Yeah.
We need that hope out here, for real. Plenty of it.
Yeah.
But I think it's about time for another video, man. What y'all?
Hey, we get to another video. Not bad. We got to get the bag up here.
We got the bag, don't we?
Yeah, we got to get the bag.
Yeah, get the bag.
So before we get into that video, man, give a little clarity on to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because You get the bag immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what you think?
Yeah, it's like that, though. Yeah, but it goes back to just that transparency, like not, you know, with the kids, you know, not just with kids, with life, period. You know, God ain't said you can't aspire your dreams, you know, while you know, serving Him. You know what I'm saying? If
That's
you want to get to the bag, you want to get, and getting the bag is not just money. It's whatever you aspire to be. You in your bag, like
But you said it in that song.
You know?
You said the blessings in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
salvation in
salvation
there.
in there. You even talked about the girl in there. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it transparent, man.
Hey, that went for real, man.
And it's just real, you know what I'm saying? And it's relatable, you know, because it's real, like, just not just being, oh, I'm like this because the camera's on right now. I'm not just finna, you know, you got to be real. So get the bag is just pretty much saying, like, get in your bag, like, whatever God leading you to do it. Go for the gusto, go hard with it.
True. Before we get into this get the bag real quick, man, I just want to ask a few more questions. What can we expect from P-Sun in the future? What's coming up, man? Shows, albums, mixtapes. What can we expect coming up, man?
Yeah, I got a couple of things going on. You know what I'm saying? At the end of this month, I'll be dropping my single called My Section. So that's coming. I got a little situation, you know, that, you know, y'all will be the first ones to hear. But we got a little situation coming up, so stay tuned, you know. And we just keep pushing, you know. We're gonna drop a couple singles, videos definitely coming. Just everything. We going hard.
All right. And then, since this is the Aspiring Artist Showcase, and I mean, you talked a lot about how you came up to where you are now. For any young or old aspiring people out there trying to become artists, what advice would you give them?
Just keep going. Whatever God, first I say be obedient. Do what God tell you to do, not what you see others doing. Don't switch up, don't change. However He gave it to you, go for it just like that, and just stay consistent with it, and don't switch up. And He got you. He gonna meet you halfway. All you gotta do is just put one foot in front of the other and keep going. Whether it be with school, work, anything, like whatever you got going on, whatever you're aspiring to do in life, just put God first and go for it.
That's what's up, man. True Rose, spoken very well. Hey, man, so give the folks the social media, man, and then we gonna close out with this get the bag.
All right, everything 1K P-Sun, you know, Instagram. Y'all can find me at Facebook. On Facebook, I'm sorry. 1K P-Sun, everything, just 1K P-Sun.
Yes, sir. Check out that YouTube page, man. That thing had me on there locked for about a good. I'm on lunch break looking at that junk. I was like, man, I got to get back. Let me stop. I got to get back to my job. But yeah, that 1K P-Sun, man. We appreciate you coming to kick it with us, man.
Having me, man.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Yeah.
And like we always say, man, follow the homie 1K P-Sun.
Yeah.
Hey, keep Jesus first in your life. Follow them royalty boys. And I'm going to let my man go ahead and introduce his song. Get the bag, man.
Man, y'all already know what's going on. It's your boy 1K P-Sun, and you are watching and tuned in with 108 Praise Radio. And this is Get the Bag. Go.
Deuces.
God for a lot of things. He brought me through the hard times and all the pain. You'll always see the sunshine after rain. Cause this my blessing, this my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe it. Cause it's my season, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing. This my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe it. Cause it's my season, yeah. They said I would make it. They think I shouldn't be here. Turned their backs and wrote me off when I was down and I couldn't see clear. Growing up, we were so close, but it's been years since we last spoke. Why the ones we love the most be the ones that hurt us most? So I put my trust in him, and it's middle finger then. Then I put that finger down, cause then I'm just like them. In hatred, I was drowning, till in love, I learned to swim. Just like Birdie dodging Tupac, I'ma stay above the rim. Like some shooters in the gym, my life a movie, this the film. How I came up from the bottom, number limbo's in my pockets. Did nobody give me nothing, I work hard for this. Why you took your food for granted, boy, I starved for this. Back when faith was all I had, I prayed so hard for this. Though they never showed me love, I put my heart in this. No, we didn't come to play, we raising a bar for this. Who you know reppin' this name going as hard as this? Cause it's my blessing, it's my blessing. It's my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing, it's my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe, cause it's my season, yeah, yeah. This my blessing, this my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing, this my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe, cause it's my season, yeah, yeah. All those days we walked to school with hoes all in our shoes. In Food Depot selling groceries cause we had no food. In the darkness with the lights out, candles in every room. That's what the struggle could do, but this what my Lord can do. My mama taught me keep the faith cause God will bring us through. Yesterday I went to Ladies, bought some Gucci shoes. Benihana's, maybe Popeyes in a sushi mood. We got options so we say grace, thank you for this food. No more stressing, being worried when the bills are due. Stood before that judge, raised my right hand, swore to tell the truth. No more in and out of jail, now we in and out of coops. Bow my head and thank the Lord for all that He's brought me through. Been through the struggle, it taught me to hustle. I put Him first and He gave me the most. Though they gon' hate me, I'm learning to love. God has made me everything they said that I wasn't. Ask my mama, brothers, sisters, and my God. We came from nothing. Cause this my blessing, this my blessing. It's my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing, this my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe, cause this my season, yeah, yeah. This my blessing, this my blessing, yeah, yeah. This my blessing, this my blessing, yeah, yeah. I receive it, yeah, yeah. I believe, cause it's my season, yeah, yeah.
Glory, hallelujah, is to our God.